Here we have the current stock market update for Palantir Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker PLTR. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders can find this information more easily on the platform. So what we have here is a 4-hour time frame. Each candle on this price chart represents a 4-hour trading period. I have not changed any of the prior chart markings here, or trend lines or anything like that relative to the prior video. And as we can see here, we did really get a bounce off of the area that we were watching. So we will be going into this price chart here and sort of revising some of these levels a bit because some of these exact support and resistance zones have changed a bit. But as we can see here, this area here did provide the bounce that we were expecting. So share prices have managed to maintain support zones roughly. I mean, we did see a spike below this 38.2% Fibonacci retracement zone that we were watching, but we didn't see a closing period here. And overall, the resulting trading activity here has been in the upward direction. So we did see some near-term lows, which came in at $40.36. So we will sort of revise this here a bit. So this is now the near-term price low. And this does give us a bit of a downside target to be looking at in terms of whether or not prices are breaking support, whether or not this new trend is actually changing, and things like that. So this is useful information from that perspective. In addition to that, we have to look at these prior highs, which actually come in right around the same. We did see 1 penny higher, so I suppose we could change that here to 44.39 is now the new high. But for the most part, I would say that these are the two main levels to be watching to the top and bottom, and we could start to see a bit of a range that starts to trade here. Because prices could start to bounce from these levels and then possibly continue trading in a bit of a sideways fashion here. If that were to occur, then the outlook would really be sideways consolidative. That would then suggest that share prices are possibly basing for another run higher. But we do have to start to become a bit more rational about the optimism that has been focusing on this stock recently. I mean, if you look at the other videos that are on this platform, I mean, they're just complete nonsense. Just these completely outlandish figures. I mean, just random round numbers that people are coming with. I've even seen $700, $300. It's like you need to relax here with these price levels here because they just have no connection at all to reality. What we have seen here is a very substantial run higher. The movements to the downside have been limited. The pullbacks have been limited, and the forward valuations for this company are really off the charts at the moment. So it doesn't mean that I'm not a fan of the company, because I absolutely am a fan of the company. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you buy it at any level. There are proper ways of doing this, and there's also just sort of feeding into the hype, which is what most people are currently doing. So, I would not personally buy the stock unless I saw a bit more of a retracement lower. And to find some more acceptable levels to start to enter into this trade, I would first be looking at this $40.26 26 cent area. So this is somewhat acceptable here because we do see that this was a bounce off of the 100 period exponential moving average. For this price chart here, I have moved down to the daily time frame, which does mean that each candle on this time frame represents a 1-hour trading period. And overall, the moving averages and the indicator readings are a bit different relative to that 4-hour price chart. But as we can see here, this level did bounce off the 100-hour EMA quite nicely, and it does look as though we're starting to form another run higher and possibly another retest of these 44.39 zones here, which is now currently a bit of a double top resistance area. So quickly, just to sort of close out the video here first, I just want to look at the indicator readings for a moment, just to see if there are any important signals that we can find here. And we can see some upward trend activity that has started to break to the downside. There really isn't any bearish momentum at the moment, but the main question here is whether or not we have actually seen a convincing break here to the downside in all of this share price momentum. So, we do see an example of that here. However, share prices did actually manage to bounce quite nicely. So I would be comfortable calling this a false breakout in the indicator reading. false breakout to the downside. And then the question now is whether or not this is occurring again here. So we did see a fairly deep spike lower. And if this is not a false breakout, this would then suggest that share price momentum, bullish share price momentum, has now completed itself and will no longer be influencing share prices. We have seen a bit of a bounce here, though. So it's possible that we're seeing the same type of event once again. I think that what really is going to matter at this point is whether or not we test that 44.39 resistance zone and then possibly begin to fail from there. If that were to occur, if that type of event were to occur, we would then have a triple top resistance zone coming in right around 44.50. And then in addition to that, we might have a confirmed break of this upward trend momentum. So this hasn't exactly happened yet. This is a bit ahead of the game here. We do like to try to sort of envision what is likely to happen so that we can better prepare for it. But it is possible here that what we're seeing is another false breakout to the downside. If we see share prices continue moving higher and then possibly break through that resistance at 44.39, then I would be comfortable calling this a false breakout in the indicator reading. So here are just some levels to watch here and some important factors to watch. Because overall, if this does occur, this would be a very significant trend wave movement that had completed itself. As you can see in the price chart, the price area of the chart, this momentum reading began when the share price was trading at 21.23, which is a long ways away at this point. I mean, the stock would have to lose more than half of its value to get to that point. So this is a very significant trend line here. It's a very significant momentum reading. Because this is the momentum trend that has led to most of these recent share price gains. So we'll just close out the video here with just a quick resummarization here. So 44.39 on the top is the main resistance. We do need to see a break above there in order to maintain this series of higher highs. This main level to watch to the downside comes in at 40.26. If we do see a break below there, I would then start to expect a period of sideways consolidation, bit of a neutral outlook here. And then that would really be a healthier entry point for people that are looking to get long this stock. I mean, you really do need to see sort of an end to this bull run and then a bit of a basing before it does make sense to start buying into the stock. And I understand that there are a lot of people on this platform that just want to focus on clickbait and nothing but positive news and everything like that. But those people really have no idea what they're doing, and they do not successfully trade the market. So here's the current market update for Palantir Technologies, stock ticker PLTR. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.